Fox 4 News starts right now.
We begin with breaking news on the national front. President Trump says Defense Secretary James Mattis will be retiring at the end of February. On Twitter, the president said his replacement will be named shortly. We'll have any other developments on this announcement tonight on Fox 4 News at 9. Now to the deer decorations under debate on social media. There's a Christmas display in Orange County showing a pre-lit Christmas reindeer hanging by its neck, and it doesn't sit well with some, but others don't see a problem. Let's go out now live where Fox 4's Quentin Hope is standing by from outside the home to break this story down for us. And Quentin, you spoke with the homeowner about this?
Yeah, I sure did, Kimberly. As a matter of fact, I'm in Orange County off Highway 1134 outside the home where the red-nosed reindeer is hanging from the tree. Now, as you can see, it's hung by other lights around its neck, and then you go down a little bit right through here. You see the red lights that go into this foil pan, and that brightens it a little bit and gives it a more vibrant, festive look. Now, some may be shocked when they see this reindeer, but the homeowner tells me that there isn't a problem with it. She tells me she got the inspiration off Facebook page that she saw her and her husband to do the same thing. So when they found the right deer, up it went. The homeowner says this area is a big hunting community, so many who would stop in front of her house to take a picture responded well to its decoration. Now, when she posted it online, some didn't find it as funny, but she has a reason of why it will stay up.
We've actually had people to comment and say that they love seeing it every morning on their way out to work or in the evenings when they're coming home from work. They love seeing it and hanging there and what have you. It gives them a smile.
Now, you can hear a little bit more from the homeowner tonight at 9 o'clock. And as for now, I mean, the grandkids, they're loving this. She tells me that they come out every single day when they get home, and they can't wait to light the deer. And they also have to get a name for it. So we'll try to keep you updated with what name they come up for the deer. Reporting live in Orange County, I'm Quentin Hope, Fox 4 News.
All right, Quentin, thank you. Quite the talker there. Well, now meteorologist Chad Sandwell is here with the first look at our forecast to tell us what we can be expecting for tonight. Any drop in the temperatures?
Temperatures will drop tonight because our skies have cleared out, and the strong winds that we've had all day long are going to continue to kind of slack off a little bit as we head into the evening. So really going to be a nice night. You definitely want to grab a jacket if you're headed out to dinner or maybe doing some late evening shopping. You look at our live weather network camera, the view from the Port of Orange, sponsored by Market Basket. Certainly a much different look to the sky than what we saw, of course, during the day yesterday. Weather headlines say the winds are going to continue to diminish, and we're going to see a pretty dry weekend, so temperatures will be warming up, and that means Christmas Day going to be on the mild side. Take a look at our WeatherNet station at Sabine Pass, 57 degrees right now after a high of 63, with wind gusts this afternoon into the middle and upper 30s. Yeah, a windy day today, but things are going to calm down a little bit. We'll talk more about that for your Friday forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chad. Tonight, 4 Beaumont teens are in juvenile detention accused of attacking a senior citizen. Police say the boys ages 14 to 16 confronted a 65-year-old Michaels employee in the store's parking lot on Dallin Road. The victim, an overnight stalker, was inside his car, and investigators say the boys pointed a gun at the man's face and forced him out of his car, taking his cell phone, wallet, and vehicle. A short time later, police found the suspects in North Beaumont, but they say the group showed no remorse. We'll have more on this story tonight at 9. Now to a disturbing story out of Louisiana tonight. A police officer turns himself in on charges of sexual abuse of animals. Louisiana State Police started investigating 38-year-old Terry Yetman, a Bossier City police officer, back in August and got a search warrant for his electronic devices. Investigators found evidence of pornography involving sexual acts with animals. Yetman turned himself in after finding out a warrant was issued for his arrest. He's facing 40 counts of sexual abuse of animals, 20 of those for performing sexual acts, and another 20 counts for filming sexual acts. Well, the woman believed to be behind an attempted robbery at the Walmart in Vidor is arrested. Police say 24-year-old Stormy Hernandez walked out of Walmart with about $112 of cosmetic supplies in her purse. Then when confronted by a loss prevention officer, police say she threw the stolen items at him. A Good Samaritan, later found to be an off-duty Orange County firefighter, saw what happened and ran after her. Police say she even hit him with her purse, and he was eventually able to hold her for police. Some tense moments for students and teachers in Temple, Texas today after a standoff led to the lockdown of 2 schools.
We was devastated because we didn't know, was he shooting at kids or who was he shooting at?
Officials said Lamar Middle School and Jefferson Elementary were placed in a soft lockdown after a shooting this morning near the middle school. SWAT team members were working with the suspect who was held up with a group of people inside a home. During the negotiations, they heard gunshots and found 2 of the victims and the suspect with gunshot wounds. Well, last night it seemed Congress may be working out its differences enough to avoid a partial government shutdown tomorrow, but then midday it all went back to square one. Fox News correspondent Lauren Blanchard explains from Washington.
I am asking Congress to defend the border of our nation.
A lunch meeting at the White House between the president and top Republicans.
We're going to go back and work on adding border security to this, also keeping the government open.
Democrats have offered $1.6 billion for border security, well below what President Trump wants.
The president wants $5 billion for an undefined border wall, not knowing where it's going to go.
House Republicans will try to add a $5 billion border security amendment, along with billions in disaster relief to the Senate's bill. But that bill would likely struggle to pass in the Senate. Presumed future House Speaker Nancy Pelosi trying to bring a clean bill to the House floor anyway.
It would be totally irresponsible, and that's why I consider it a privilege to rise to say, let's keep government open.
Members of the House Freedom Caucus warning President Trump going back on his promise to get the wall money now will hurt his re-election chances in 2020. As some Republicans tell the White House, the border wall money is non-negotiable.
We were waiting for the president to make sure that he was willing to go to the mat. It looks like that he is, and we will have his back 100%. This is a hill that we should be willing to die on.
Right now in Arlington, a big day for Newton Eagles, holding a commanding lead in the state championship game at AT&T Stadium. And that's where we find Fox 4's Chris Malooly live with all the excitement. So Chris, I know a minute ago you were talking about someone just scored a touchdown. So is the lead still Newton?
Well, Kimberly, let me tell you right now, first off, it is rocking in this stadium right now. And I know a lot of Newton fans are going to be happy with this 21-10 lead, but it is only 21-10. It was 21-0 at the end of the half. And Canadian has sort of pushed its way towards the start of trying to build a comeback to win this game. Darren Barrow has been the star for Newton on offense with 2 rushing touchdowns, one of which plowing his way into the first touchdown of the game, a 7-0 shot. Right now, the Newton Eagles trying to ice the game, running out the clock in order to keep this win, in order to win their second straight, making them 30-0. We'll keep you updated right here on Fox 4 Beaumont, KFDM News at 6 o'clock as well. And make sure you stay with us online as well. We'll have more information on there. Right now, we're reporting from Arlington. Chris Malooly, Fox 4 News.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Have fun out there. We'll see you later. Well, coming up, an announcement from Motiva could mean more money in the pockets of Southeast Texans. Their future plans later.
And we saw a little bit of rain to start the day, but the cloud cover has been steadily moving out of the area. A lot of wind, too. We'll see if the temperatures cool off tonight, coming up after the break.
And now, Chad Sanwell, your weather authority.
Well, the last couple of days have been kind of cloudy and dreary. That is not the case as we wrap up our Thursday afternoon. A beautiful sky out there as the sun sets over Mid-County. The view here sponsored by Crown Electric. Again, just a little bit of rain today and a whole lot of wind. That wind is going to be diminishing as we head into the evening hours. Looking for a dry weekend. Plenty of sunshine for Friday and Saturday. And temperatures eventually going to warm back up. We'll be looking for highs in the 70s as we head towards Christmas Day. Take a look at our WeatherNet station at Nome City Hall. They topped out at 63 degrees this afternoon. 56 is the current temperature right now with west-northwest winds pretty light, but they gusted up close to 30 miles an hour today. And with the showers this morning, just a little less than 1/10 of an inch. We didn't think we'd see a whole lot of rain. What we did see measured barely and moved out pretty quickly. Take a look at the current winds across the area. Woodville's looking at a 15-mile-an-hour wind. Jasper 12, Beaumont at 20, and Mid-County at 16 miles an hour. That does not include the gusts, which have been as high as 42 miles an hour in some cases this afternoon. Temperature-wise, we're at 56 in Silsbee and in Kirbyville, 59 Mid-County and Port Arthur. Orange right now at 58 degrees. And again, just a really nice afternoon as we have slowly watched that cloud cover progress off to the east. All of southeast Texas enjoying pretty quiet conditions as high pressure is going to be building in, and that's going to keep things very quiet over the next couple of days. So let's take a look ahead. Here's how it kind of plays out for us tonight. Looking at the winds that'll still be there out of the northwest, but we've got clear skies, so temperatures going to be dropping into the lower 40s across a good portion of southeast Texas. By Friday evening, we'll see winds coming out of the west just a little bit, and they'll certainly be a lot lighter than they have been today. But temperatures tomorrow are going to struggle to get back to that 60-degree mark. And as we head towards Saturday morning, clear skies, but the wind's turning around to the south a little bit. And overall, it's going to be a cool start Saturday morning, but with the winds back around to the south, we should warm it back up to around 70 degrees with very little effort. So temperature-wise this evening, we're looking at the mid-50s right now. Those temperatures headed down into the lower 40s, and I think some areas around the lakes could see the upper 30s. Heading into Friday afternoon, we'll be looking at temperatures again, upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Overall, just a very nice end of the week. And again, we'll be looking for mostly sunny skies. So here's how your forecast plays out for this evening. Of course, your extended forecast shows that we are looking for plenty of sunshine on Friday and Saturday. 59 tomorrow, 70 for Saturday and Sunday. We'll increase the cloud cover a little bit on Monday. Tuesday looks good for Christmas Day, and then another chance for some decent showers and storms towards the middle of next week. That's a look at your forecast. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Tonight, it's making plans for a multi-billion-dollar expansion, and it could be right here in the Golden Triangle. Fox 4's Tan Radford joins us in the studio with details. And Tan, exciting news here.
Yes, Kim. Motiva plans to expand its plants into a petrochemical plant and could be bringing as many as 4,000 jobs with salaries of $80,000 to the Port Arthur area. Motiva, the largest refinery in the country, employing thousands in the area and many from Port Arthur.
My grandma, she's been a secretary there for 61 years, 60 years. It's a really a good place. I know a lot of people that work in the plant, in the offices.
Now, the plant is considering a $6.6 billion expansion of its Port Arthur site. It would include an aromatics complex for the production of plastic and other petrochemicals. That could be a boom for the city of Port Arthur.
More jobs for Port Arthur people. It's a lot of people looking for jobs, and it'd just be good for the community and the people to start making more money.
The president of Greater Port Arthur Chamber of Commerce says the city is more than qualified.
We're Port Arthur. We have the laborers. We have a way to get your product to you, either by rail, truck, ship, and we have a way to get your finished product to the world by the same methods.
The expansion would bring more than 4,000 construction jobs along with 255 permanent jobs and pay up to $80,000 per year. That's according to the Texas Comptroller documents.
Just more people in the community that need jobs. I know a lot of people myself that want to work in the refinery, but there weren't enough jobs about a couple months ago.
William McCoy says the plants in the city fund 100% directly or indirectly of all taxes in Jefferson County, and this will be beneficial on both ends.
That is our source. That's our golden goose, and we've got to do everything to make sure they remain here and they lay those golden eggs in Port Arthur, Texas.
If Port Arthur's site is chosen for expansion, construction will begin as early as 2020.
All right, thank you, Tan. Coming up, if you're headed to and from the DFW area for Christmas, make sure you're up to speed on flight times. We'll tell you why next. At our regional airport, if you're headed to and from the DFW area for Christmas, Jack Brooks Regional Airport sees its fair share of travelers throughout the year, but especially during the holiday season when Southeast Texans head north to see their loved ones. Student Audrey Funchess arrived home in Beaumont this morning, but says getting to the airport didn't come without a few mishaps despite being prepared in advance.
Definitely give yourself a lot of time to get to where you're going, and don't panic because it's not like Beaumont. It's not like Texas at all. No, not everyone's super friendly, I guess you could say.